I wanted to quit.
Courage helps you achieve your goal.
I'm turning up. I'm going till the end.
Have to train it, do it, try again.
If we quit, we lose overall. Welcome to our Body and Mind podcast, where we cover topics like exercise, nutrition, mindfulness, and stress reduction. We have 6 episodes on different wellness themes, available on alphaworldfitness YouTube channel.
We will also address the challenges employees face in maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So join us and let's explore the fascinating world of body and mind together. Welcome back to one of our episodes. Today, we're gonna have a discussion on courage, and if courage is something that you're born with, or if you can learn it, or if it can be developed. So it's something that a lot of people are questioning. What is courage?
Yeah, well, it's a good question, if we're born with it. I think, we are born with this, and it's for us to discover along the journey.
Okay, I like the way you brought that, because that will make me think that you're born with it, you're done, you can be courageous after, but you completed it by saying you have to discover it.
Yeah, definitely. See, when I think of courage, I think of when times were hard, when I felt challenged, I felt that I wanted to quit. And that's when courage for me kicks in, this inner flame, this inner desire that drives me to keep on going. That's when I think of courage.
So basically, courage is the ability for someone to keep on going, even if you have a challenging time or fear or danger happening. You find the courage to keep on going.
Yeah, it goes beyond your motivation now. Courage is that thing that kicks in and sustains itself, where motivation stops, and that's when the courage kicks in. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go to the end. I'm gonna do this, and then you basically stop listening to the external things that once stopped you. You go beyond that now. Mm-hmm. I'm in it to go all the way now.
So with courage, you stand up for yourself, and you just want to do it no matter of the external.
You stand up for yourself. You trust in yourself. It's going to be difficult, even when you feel that you want to quit. You go beyond how you feel. You go beyond how your emotions are pulling you down. You go beyond the self-doubt that you have in yourself, because there is that self-doubt where, what if I can't do it? All of this is happening at the same time, but courage is going beyond all of that.
So having the courage to still keep on going, even if there's the possibility of you knowing the outcome being not going to do it, or there's a possibility of not achieving that goal.
You go beyond the outcome. You go beyond the outcome. You go to the point where you're like, win or lose, it doesn't matter anymore. I'm turning up. I'm going till the end. Mm-hmm. You connect with that inner drive, that inner fire, and it's no different to all these motivational, inspirational stories that you've heard. All these people that have achieved these prestige levels in their life, it's only because of that courage. It hasn't been because of that motivation. Motivation is very limited, and it's that courage that fuels that flame. And who is fueling that flame? It's them. It's themselves, you see? So it's going beyond now.
Okay. One of the questions that our viewers had is, can courage be learned and developed? And how?
Can courage be learned and developed? I think we can definitely learn what is courageous about someone or yourself. I mean, if I look at myself and I look at the moments where I felt like quitting, I didn't quit. And that was me learning courage. Now I can explain courage, but back then I didn't have the capacity to explain what it was. So it's now being able to explain what courage is. And courage is that thing that goes beyond the quitness, the point where you want to quit. It's going beyond that now.
So
That's
would you
when courage
say-
kicks in.
Sorry, would you say that courage is like a skill and you just have to train it and you have to just show up, do it? If it doesn't work for you the first time, you can try again and you're more courageous the next time and it develops?
I think rather than use the word skill, I would say quality. It's a quality
Okay.
that we have as human beings, and it's the quality of recognizing that if I need to go the way, I can go the way, even if I lose. And that's very important, because when you say even if I lose, you're saying I don't care about my image anymore. I'm going all the way. And courage is going beyond your image. So courage doesn't care about your image.
And I can see that building self-confidence as well in
Of course,
someone.
of course, because now this guy can run on his own fuel.
So we see a very close link between courage and fear. So how does courage relate to fear?
They're together. They have a relationship, and you will, wherever there is courage, there is fear. Courage is now recognizing that fear is right next to me. Fear is going to help me, and fear is going to bring more awareness to what I'm supposed to do. Where before, fear wasn't understood. But the moment you become courageous and you feel that courage, you're beginning to understand that fear is actually not my enemy anymore.
How can you say that fear is not your enemy?
Because fear can be a thing that limits you, stops you, or it can be a thing that brings more awareness to your game. And anything that brings more awareness to what I'm doing is a positive in the end. Of course, it can stop you. But if fear is telling you, and you have so much courage, and you can jump off a balcony, this is your fear telling you, no, you will kill yourself.
Yeah.
So fear is there with you at the same time.
Yeah.
When I went into certain areas of fights in my career, I was scared. Fear was with me all the time because I was facing someone and I didn't know the outcome. But courage kept me going because I knew that at the end of it, I'm going to learn more about myself. And that was important to myself and my courage.
So fear helps developing courage.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you listen to fear totally, it will stop you.
It will stop you from just going in because of the fear of the outcome.
Yeah,
I see what you're
and
saying.
another point is understanding that fear, if it's real, if it's relevant, or if it's not. Because if it's not relevant and it's stopping you to improve yourself, then this fear is not relevant. You see, this is the fear that I don't listen to. But the intelligent fear that helps me improve myself is there.
I see. It goes into the next question. Can courage be dangerous?
Yeah, and again, it was similar to what I said about jumping off the balcony, because, too much courage can put you in danger. So we need to be aware of that. But lucky for us, we have fear, so
Yeah.
fear is a part of us.
So you mentioned the word intelligence, that it's the intelligent fear that will stop you from doing extreme stuff like jumping off the balcony,
Yeah.
what you said. So it has to come with wisdom, like courage has to come along with wisdom before you act on it.
Definitely. So you have to bring pure thinking, correct thinking with your self-doubt, because what it basically does, it brings clarity on what you're supposed to do and what you're doing.
Now, a lot of people don't understand why courage is very important when it comes to fitness as well, when it comes to your physical part of your life. You have to be courageous to decide to make that first step because of this fear that you're saying.
Yeah.
The thoughts are coming in your head saying, oh, you won't be able to get to your result, or you're too busy,
Yeah.
you have your family.
Yep.
So you have to be courageous and say, look, no matter what, I'll try it. Another Monday comes along and you go in and you go to the gym and you do it.
Yeah, so it's easy to do it the first day, the second day, the third day, first week. And second week, you're bruised, you're tired. You've added another thing to your calendar, which is hard work. and dedication, because training needs hard work and dedication. Now, when you've added that to you, how are you going to deal with that? This is the problem. This is the point where people quit. But you need to look at the bigger picture and say, you know what, I'm improving my physical, I'm improving my mental by being able to take the load of this. And overall, this is the person that I believe I should be. You know, this is the person I'm aiming for.
So basically, courage helps you achieve your goal. Because
Absolutely.
it gives you that first step to actually go and do it.
Absolutely, yeah. Courage is there all the time, you know, because we don't know when we need to be courageous in these moments. We don't know when that point is.
So one of the questions that we had in our Q&A, they asked, how can you encourage courage to others or to yourself?
Again, I think you touched on it on the last video. It's a reflection. We reflect our behaviors to others. They see you and they see this guy, you know, he doesn't get affected by self-doubt. He doesn't let these things pull him down. He has a different attitude towards this, and that's attractive. You want to be around that. So just focus on yourself. Don't focus on others too much. Focus on yourself, you know, how do you deal with these moments? And only then it can affect others.
Yes.
But don't try to affect others. This has to end, I think.
Having courage yourself is like a powerful way to push others to get to their goals as well, because they feel that, okay, we can do anything. We can, if he can do it, I can do it kind of mentality.
Absolutely, yeah.
So one of the ways, some of the ways to encourage courage in others is to be a positive role model, as we just said. So do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
Be a positive role model. Offer support. Believe in someone. Like, people need to have other people as well to believe in them.
Guidance, is that what you mean? So people to inspire. There are many people that guide. I mean, I like many philosophers, psychologists, athletes. Yeah, I like these people. But I'm aware that I'm not them. I am myself at the same time, and I can improve myself. But where these people have reached, I respect. That's what I take from others.
Also, celebrating your success is one of the ways to encourage courage. Like, if you have a child, let's say, and they just had a victory, or they just went and used, they were courageous that day, and they decided to go to a tournament, let's say, you have to have to celebrate their
the
success.
Celebration,
yes.
Yeah. And also, you know, we with my daughter Olivia, when she lost as well in her tennis, is also a celebration of losing. So it's not just a celebration of winning; it's a celebration of losing.
Because you still have the courage to actually go and do it.
Yeah, and how much we learned from the day of the loss. You know, or even though the win seems so nice and enjoyable, what did we learn from the loss? And let's celebrate that, because we're going to get better from this unless we quit. If we quit, we lose overall.
So basically, challenge yourself and challenge others as well, so they can push beyond their comfort zone, so they can get to that courageous part, get to the courage state of being, and reach the goals.
Absolutely, yeah.
Excellent. We have to remember that courage is a personal trait that we have, and we can develop it, we can grow on it, we can learn it, we can keep developing it, and you just have to be patient along the way.
I agree.
And keep going for it.
Absolutely. It's very important, and we need to understand who we are. To understand what courage is very important. We tap into that. Yeah.
Well, on that, thanks very much for tuning in and listening to the Body and Mind podcast. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the bottom, and we will go over them in other episodes and other videos. Until then, take care, stay mindful, and see you guys in the next episode.
Thank you, guys. And remember, if you've enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. We appreciate that. Thank you.